Good morning everyone. The last discussion was based on printing message and what are the necessity of hash include, main function and body of the main function. Today we will find out about data types allocation and its memory usage. So let's our discussion begin. Here is our problem statement. Write a program to display the value occupied in memory by each data type after declaration. The solution tips are pointed out. Number 1. We need a C compiler. This lecture is developed on dev C++ platform. Number 2. Inclusion of header files. Number 3. Declaring main function to write the program. Number 4. Printf function is necessary for display the output. Number 5. The important is how to use the sizeof operator. These operators find out the size of the operand, that is, which is supplied as an argument to it. That means if we supply data type as an argument, then this sizeof operator returns the size of the particular data type. So let's find out while writing this program using the sizeof operator. Before we proceed, see that something is written here in the blue color. What is this? Two backslash are using in consecutive manner. That means after two backslash, if you write something, that part is ignored by the compiler. That means you can write your message here. The necessity of these message is to inform the other person, whoever using your program can able to understand what is going on there. So our target is written there. What is our target? Declaring the various data types. We'll declare various data types in this program and we'll check the memory allocation of each data type. Now you already know that the allocation, memory allocation depends on the compiler. So if you're using different compiler, the output could be different, but the programming approach is same. Here in this program is compiled on 64-bit operating system and we are using the dev C++ platform. Okay, now let's our discussion begin. As we declared the hash include std.h in the previous program, the same concept is applicable here. What is the use of hash? What is the use of include? What is the use of std.h? I'm not repeating that things here. If you're interested, you can go back to that video and watch it. That is the chapter 1 basic 1 programming video. Then we write the void main function. We already know that main is the entry point of the program and there is a opening curly bracket and there is a closing curly bracket after the main. The body of the program is written on there. So as per our target, we declared several variables. We'll start with the integer. So we declare int a, another data type, short int a. We know that short is a qualifier of integer type. Then declare the long int a, long int c. We declare the several other data types so that you can able it is better for your better understanding. Then the integral data type and the character data type subdivided into signed or unsigned. So we declare the unsigned data types separately. Unsigned int, unsigned short int, unsigned long int. Once that declaration is complete, so it is the integral part. This part is the integral part, data types. Then we declare the character data type. Signed character and unsigned character. After that, we declare the floating types. These are the three floating type data types: the float, the double, and the long double. Then we use the sizeof operator with the help of the printf statement. See that. We know that printf is a function which is used to display the output on the screen. So that printf function is used in our program to display the size of a particular data type. Now we supply the entire thing, this in the double quote, up to this as a control string, and then size of a is an argument. If you are not familiar with the printf function, go back to our previous slide, basic discussion, then check what is the use of printf, what is the syntax of printf. There you will find the control string and the argument sections. So we are using the sizeof is operator and its argument is a. So what is this a? The a is that int a. So int a is an integer type. That means the sizeof, the first sizeof, will return the size of integer a, this integer a. The memory allocation, once that integer a is declared, it will occupy some memory space. So how much memory space it will occupy, that the sizeof operator will inform you using the printf function. The same concept, the another concept is the size of b. Now size of b is a short int. See that in the first part we use the int a occupies %d because the integer, when integer is used, %d is necessary. Similarly, if you are using the short int, then we use the %hd. When you use the long int, we use the ld, small ld. Now see that we declare the unsigned int d. So for this unsigned int part, we need to use the %u on that part along with the size of. Now %u is necessary for the other two things, that is the unsigned short int, unsigned long int. Qualifier is used h and l. U is common on the three cases. See that in the first part %d is common on the another two cases. The qualifiers h and l is used. So this is how to find out the size of integer, whether it is signed and whether it is unsigned. Then we declare the character data type, catg. We'll check it. What is the size of character data type? Now we know that the character data type, which character is entered, is displayed by the %c. But here we are finding out how much memory is used. So instead of %c, we are using the %d because we need to check the value, the integer value. That's why %d is used. So %c is not used in this case. we are not going to print the character. We need to find the what is the value. So that's %d is used. Similarly, if it is signed char and unsigned char, same %d is used to find out the size of signed char and unsigned char with the help of the sizeof operator. Next, we declare the floating point. So floating point, the concept is same. We declare the size of j, that means j is the float, and with the %d. Similarly, double k and long double l. Sizeof operator with %d will return the occupied memory size by the each data type, float, long double. Then with the closing curly bracket, the program is complete. See, one more thing is that once we open a bracket, there is a line started, and once you close that bracket, that line ends here. It will help you to find out whether bracket is missing or not. So let's go for execution. First we need to compile. The compiler is necessary for every occurrence to check whether error exists or not. So do compiling. The compilation is complete. There is zero error. That means we can go for the execution. So go execute it. That means to run it. So we are able to find out the size of the each data type. See that integer occupies 4 bytes of memory space. We know that integer occupies either 2 byte or 4 byte, depend of your compiler. Here integer occupies 4 bytes. Similarly, the short int occupies 2 bytes. Same is applicable for your compiler. It could be different based on your compiler. So for this compiler, this is the allocation size of each data type. So what is our motive of this program? The motive is, once you declare integer, short int, long int, it will occupy some memory space. That's why the programmer generally try to use the same variable several times. So if that will save the program memory space and the program execution will become faster. If you declare several variables, then it will occupy several memory space, and indeed your program execution become slow. So try to use the same variable and better programming approach. Thank you.